As Taoism says, that everything complements each other. Then we had Judaism, we had Islam, and Christianity. What are all those religions for? The word religion, it's divided into different parts, just like any word in the English dictionary. You have religion. The yun, ayin, at the end of the word, it means an action. That's the suffix of the word. So conversation, manipulation, aggravation, and action is taking place. What does re stands for in religion? The prefix. It means to do something over again. Repeat, restart, recommence, reestablish. What does lig, the root of the word, means? It means connection. We have ligaments in our knees. What are the ligaments doing? Connecting different parts of our knees together. So what does the word religion stand for? The action of reconnection. The action of reconnection. What is being connected to what? The creature with the Creator. Now, why so important to have that connection established so we can have peace in our lives? That's because all creators create their creations with a purpose in mind. For example, this thing here in front of me, is it a creation or a creator? It's a creation. Now, the creator of this creation designed this creation with one purpose in mind. What is the function for which this creator have created this creation for? To amplify someone's voice. Now, let me try to use it as a chisel and open a hole in the wall. Is that going to work? Let me try to use it as a screwdriver and remove the screw from the outlet. Will that going to work? Let me control the projector and use it as a control remote. Remote control. Will that going to work? Always. No. Why? Because this thing was intended for one function only, and that is to amplify the voice. So why there is pain and misery and suffering in our lives? It's because we keep trying to use our lives for reasons which were not created for. So the result of that is misery, pain, suffering, not because God is punishing for not obeying His law. That's not it. A loving God cannot punish His children for misbehavior. The purpose of pain is to bring us a very powerful message. If this microphone was a flame and I put my hand on top of this flame, do I keep my hand there? Absolutely not. Because pain receptors on the palm of my hand tells me that it hurts. So I quickly remove it. If I had no pain receptors on my hand, and if I left my hand on top of this flame for the next hour, I'll probably just have my wrist by then. So this proves to us that pain is very useful. It brings a powerful message. And what is the message of pain? Change. Change what? Change my hand's location. So when you feel depressed, sad, unsatisfied, unhappy, miserable, anxious, what is the message that is being conveyed to you? Change. Change what? Change how you perceive yourself. Change how you see others. If you think this planet is a playground and others are there for you to abuse, well, prepare yourself for lots of pain. This planet is a university, a school for the soul. And you are an ascending spiritual on different levels of evolution. So here you are to better yourself. So the purpose of why God created you, the sole objective of your life, the mission that you have in life is to better yourself intellectually and morally. And that's what this connection is all about. Having a connection with God helps us to maintain the purpose of our lives. We are constantly reminded on a weekly basis what we're supposed to do. I am supposed to get rid of my selfishness. How? By working on my jealousy, by working on my greed, by working on my envy, by working on my laziness, by working on my pride. All stems from the same core negative behavior, selfishness. That's my purpose. And as I do that, I fulfill the purpose for which I was created for. And that brings me closer to God. And for that, we have many isms in life. Islamism, Judaism, Confucianism, Taoism. And since we are an event directed by a spiritist society, we must say publicly that we are under spiritism, which is the teachings of highly evolved spirits. So think of this way. If Confucius had a chance to speak because he's dead for more than 2,000 years, if Buddha had a chance to speak, all the highly evolved spirits who have stepped foot on this planet, if Socrates and Plato, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, if they had a chance to let us know what is the afterlife after death, so we can have an idea of what we have to do with this lifetime, you will find on the Spirit's book their communications. You will find their answer to us. In a book that is about 1,019 questions that will illumine our path of life. So now that we have established how we can live at peace, we know for sure that we don't have the control of others. We don't have control of the countries. It's not us that have established capitalism, communism, socialism. We don't have control of Iran, North Korea. But we do have control over our lives. You are in control of your own destiny. Don't make anyone responsible to create your happiness. That's our job, no one else's job. And by having control over your life, definitely you will help bring more peace onto this planet. A loving letter, words of kindness, words of love. This man, every Valentine's Day, he always made sure he brought a bouquet of flowers to his wife. And in the same card, he always had the same message. My love for you keeps growing. And after 60-something years of marriage, my love for you keeps growing. He passed away. And she was making up her mind how sad she would be because Valentine's Day will come. And of course, no flowers will be delivered. And for her surprise, doorbell rings, and here comes a man from the flower shop bringing her flowers from her husband. And of course, she immediately repudiates this funny story. Who is playing with me? How can you play with my pain and my misery? I miss my husband so dearly. And says, but I'm not joking here. He sent you flowers. As a matter of fact, he had the next 10 years of flowers paid to bring it to you. She opens the card and it reads, get the tissue box. My love for you is forever. To speak about love is just to have an understanding. To read about love is to get ourselves used to it. But only those who are in love can claim to be in tune with God. Because to love is to know God. To know God is to love. This is why Mahatma Gandhi established that if only one individual will achieve the epitome of love, He will be able to neutralize the hatred of millions. Love despite of what others do to you. It's not important how they feel for you. It's important how you feel about them. Because the love you give to others, it will reproduce the love that you have within you. The more that you love, the more love multiplies within you. Because love is a feeling that it breaks the law of physics. You don't get less love by loving. It doesn't divide up. It multiplies on the individual that irradiates it. Love your co-workers. As you go to work, pray for them so they could have a peaceful day. And you will create a protective shield around you. Love your family by making sure that you are the best sister, the best father, the best mother that you can be. It's not the perfect. You are striving to do your best. Love your friends by showing them how they should be living their lives by your own healthy conduct. Because in the process of loving others, you will find love everywhere. Don't expect love to come from those people who you're loving. Love will arrive from everywhere because love is in nature. This is why the immortals have come from the afterlife to repeat the message of love through the hands of the mediums from all over the world. Especially Chico Xavier, who received the poem entitled March On, sympathizing all of our duties, all of our goals in life, when he said, life is full of mysteries, encompassing laws of beauty, which compels us to evolve. From God we emanate, multiple forms we reincarnate, longing for perfection and love. In humanity we seek the truth from the myths, yearning for peace and evolution. We cause in our path multiple lives and deaths, victims of our own disillusion. From the eternal struggle, building ourselves from the rubble, we learn ways to overcome. Despite the pain and misery, nevertheless, we grow ceaselessly from darkness to dawn. From the raindrop, a plant reaches the top, triumphant at last. The root appears to be gloom, but manure converts to perfume, transmutation at its best. The plant will be crowned with flowers all around, birds up on their arrival. But flowers too shall pass, their martyrdom is a blast for the ground's revival. From nature, we are taught, work hard, that's the law. All life is in movement. Sculpting through sacrifices, we'll carve blocks of vices. Inside a stone lies a monument. Lessons from suffering and pain. Change will always reign, even in arrows, tyrants without seas. Under the law of reincarnation, through many trials and expiations, they too will be messengers of peace. Let no one be idle. Today's angel was yesterday's Adam. Perfection is everyone's destiny. Life's purpose, splendid. God's love, transcendent. Our school, universe is eternity. On earth from time to time, sublime beacons of light dissipates the shadows away. Their presence are felt, forever in us they dwell, transforming night into day. Never in history a sacrifice, such as the one portrayed by Christ, transpired for the sake of truth. From the cross the message is heard, forgive all, always serve, your pain I will soothe. It's Socrates and the Hemlock, it's Caesar's war being fought, inflaming oppression and tyranny. It's Selena, his art, the imperialism of Bonaparte. spreading tyranny and cruelty. It's Dr. King's I Have a Dream. Lincoln's speeches never seen, the incarnation of renovators. It's the embodiment of humility. From the charitable Francis of Assisi, the gospel resuscitator. Blessed be the teachers who illuminate the speakers, inspiring virtues and light. Bliss is yours to conquer, although perfection is yonder, your progress is bright. In the entire universe, divine heavenly verses decree, march on. A celestial love awaits. Have hope, have faith towards the infinite to come. Thank you, North Beach Spirited Society, for inviting us. Thank you, Mayor Mark Frazier, for allowing us to use this beautiful room. Thank you, God, for the blessing of speaking, and to you all, thank you for listening.
Julio lives 4 hours away from here. And from the deep of my heart, I want to thank you so very much for being here today. I would like to see you back next year, not just for this event. We're going to have other events, not just here, but in my school at Abigail's class. And we always post our events in our website. And if you'd like to be in our email list, we're going to have someone on the table where you register. If you'd like to give your email to us, we'll be more than glad to let you know about our society and our future events. Very briefly, I want to let you know, starting tomorrow in my school, we're going to have meditation classes, and we're going to be every Monday from 10 to 11. And this meditation, the purpose of this meditation, it is to help the veterans. But it's not going to be just for the veterans. When that came to me, Elizabeth, who's going to be our instructor, was to help veterans. But guess what? We all need help. Then I decided to open the door for all. We're going to be no charge. And Elizabeth is going to be right there in front, and she probably has flyers also to let you know a little bit more about that class that's going to be conducted in our school. I thank so very much for being here today. And may you return in peace and safe to your rooms. And may God bless all of us. Thank you.